Hi, everybody. I'm Andrew. In 1992, I was a young nerd living in Washington, D.C., and I was doing system administration and network management for a scientific consulting firm 60-plus hours a week. And my solace was comedy. I watched a lot of it on television. I went to a lot of shows. And one day, I was watching a special episode of short attention span theater on Comedy Central. And it was special because they were playing sets from each of the 5 nominated male and female comedians for something called the Comedian of the Year Award being given out at the brand new American Comedy Awards here in Los Angeles. And they wanted people to call an 800 number to vote for the person they thought should win each award. And to get people to vote, there was 5 free trips to Los Angeles being awarded. They'd fly you out, put you up, let you go to the awards show. It all seemed impossibly glamorous. So I called up to vote for Rich Scheidner and Margaret Smith, because this was 1992. And then I entered my home phone number. And that's how you entered the contest. And I hung the phone up, and a little light bulb went on over my head, because I've seen Real Genius. And I wrote a program for my computer that used my modem to dial the phone, enter the right tones, and vote. And it took about a minute to place a vote and enter me in the contest, and I let it run just as long as the phone lines were open, which was a week. I voted 28,000 times. I later found out that 1 out of every 4 votes in the country came from my computer. And I won. I won the contest. Very nice lady from Comedy Central called me and let me know that I'd be flying out to Los Angeles and that I'd be going to the awards show, and it was formal and I needed to have a tux. So this is all pre-internet. I went to the library and got an LA Yellow Pages and looked up a tux shop on Wilshire Boulevard and read them my measurements and heard them make this noise. And but we got through it, and they found a tux for me, and 2 days later, I was winging my way to Los Angeles, where they picked me up at the airport with a guy with a sign with my name on it. Is that the best? And I met my fellow contest winners, 2 girls from Miami who honestly didn't care much about comedy, thought the whole thing was a lark, and really just wanted to go to something they'd found in the back of the LA Weekly called Club Fuck. And a couple from Modesto, a man and woman who were pretty much already divorced as far as I could tell, but had won the trip and were doing this as a kind of a last hurrah. And so the next day, we all pile into the limo, and me and my rented tux, complete with expander panels, and we all go to the Shrine Auditorium, and it's impossibly glamorous. There's light bulbs and red carpet and celebrities, and that's not where we're allowed to go. We go around the back because we're contest winners. And after about 15 minutes at the table there, I realize I'm alone. The 2 girls from Miami, I hope they found their way to Club Fuck. And the couple from Modesto had gotten thrown out. He had gotten liquored up pretty quick and was ogling all the pretty girls in their party dresses. And she didn't like that, even though she was on her way out, so she took a swing at him. And they were gone. So I was on my own. I was just walking around. And I met Jerry Seinfeld and Jason Alexander.
All right.
I saw Jack Palance do one-armed push-ups. It was a parody of something he'd done earlier that year at the Oscars. And then I came around a corner, and there was Bill Hicks. Now, Hicks was one of the 5 nominated comedians. And this is Hicks at the height of his power, before he got sick, before he passed away. And I'm told there are people who don't know who Bill Hicks is, and I can explain it like this. You know all those comics who are trying to be the last angry man? He was the first last angry man. And he looked at me, and he obviously knew what I'd been up to because he pointed his finger and he yelled at me, "Did you fuck this up for me?" And I'm not saying having Bill Hicks angry at you is bowel loosening, but I'm pretty sure a little pee came out. And then I stammered and fumfered, and he smiled and winked at me. And I knew that he didn't care about any crazy award and that he was kind of amused I'd thrown a wrench in the works. And so we both sat there and we watched Rich Jenny win the late lamented Rich Jenny, he's gone too. And the next year, I wanted to do it again. And I got a call from Comedy Central telling me to knock that shit off. And they nominated Bill Hicks again, this time posthumously. And they gave it to Carrot Top. Never forget who you're working for, people. Thanks.